Hey, can you tell me a little bit about why you're here today? Did you help organize it or any of that, and why you're here today, that type of thing?
I am part of the Occupy Orleans group, and yes, we are the group that organized this do today.
And can you tell me a little bit about, why you've done that?
I have for many years been watching as the wealth in our country becomes more and more stratified up into the top 1%, actually the 0.01%, and as corporations take on more and more and more power in our country. And I become very worried about the well-being of our democracy and about the well-being of ordinary people who do not seem to have a voice in government anymore and who are not fairly represented by government.
And can you tell me, what's your reaction about what's happened lately about arrests and shutting down some of the Occupy sites in other cities?
I think it's the type of thing that's really to be expected. In the last few years, protest and the right to freedom of speech has been more and more assigned to little areas. I don't know if you remember, during the Republican convention, they had a free speech cage. And I really feel that this is a groundswell that can't be stopped. I think it's frightening a lot of people. The wonderful thing about it is that it really is nonviolent and generous in nature. It's cooperative in nature. And I really have not seen anything like this happen in my lifetime, and I'm very encouraged by it. And it's going to take this type of courage of people acting together to have any type of real change in our government.
And can you tell me a little bit about your organization here? My understanding is that you've combined a couple of groups on Cape Cod, is that correct? And maybe a little bit about what you're doing with that.
You mean the group here today?
Yes, it's a combination, correct?
There is a group called OccupyCapeCod, and essentially we put the word out to all of the groups on Cape Cod that we would be doing this today. We chose today because it is a national day of mobilization and action in the wake of all the arrests that have taken place. You know, they can arrest the people and they can tear down the tents and they can throw away the camping equipment. It's not going to stop this initiative. It's not going to stop this movement because people have really had enough and they are ready to see some real change. And I don't think they're going to stop until they really see it.